harnessing sculpture, fractal videography, and animated episodic content to situate African females in metaphysical and celestial states, feminine African creatives depict the matrilineal nature of African cosmology, edifying the divinity of their mothers and sisters in one breath. Renee Cox's video, Sacred Geometry, establishes the presence of an African feminine divine in the composition of cosmological and terrestrial life, combining an expository feminist voice with the centralization of African feminine portraits in dynamic metaphysical fractals. The video's celestial ethos and evolving geometries place the contemporary African female in a historical matrilineal position, thus calling for the simultaneous recognition of her divinity in the historical and present world. Wangechi Mutu's Crocodilus assertively places the celestial African female in a metaphysical relationship with nature, African cosmology's earthly personification. The powerfully posed merging of the feminine figure and crocodile, as seen through the merging of the figure's hands with the crocodile's mouth, conveys a link between the African female and the divine, establishing the feminine reign in the past and present. Lastly, Vanessa Danzo's episodic content on Ghanaian day names frames Ghanaian naming traditions as an illumination of African female and cosmological oneness. In the video, Danzo's signature animations depict celestial visuals in a Khan terminology positioned adjacent to Ghanaian feminine names and figures, paralleling the relationship between those bestowed with these names and African divinity. There is also an emphasis on antiquity, and consequently the matrilineal qualities of these naming rituals, displayed by Danzo's use of animation to reference the ancient African empire's cultural influence on contemporary Africa. Through the placement of African females in states that reify metaphysical and celestial beings, multidisciplinary African female creatives promote the veneration of the goddesses of African cosmology and their sisters and mothers who walk among us today. Thank you.